evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. Road Transport Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari stresses on imbibing techniques to save environment and create better infrastructure without compromising quality. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma says people's will to get priority in resolution of interstate boundary dispute. State government defends decision to lift ban on chemical fertilizers. State Agriculture Minister Banteidor Lingdor urges people to adopt organic farming. And the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma attends Mukhla Festival of Sangma Mukhla. And now the news in detail. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari inaugurated the third edition of Roads and Highways Summit at FICCI Federation House today. Addressing the inaugural session, the minister said that India has the second highest road network in the world, and this is the time to expand road network and take it to 2 lakh kilometres by the end of 2024. Currently, 90% of passenger and 80% goods traffic is catered by roads. He talked about the flagship program of Bharat Mala Pariyojana and increased budget for road infrastructure. Gadkari talked about the challenges of reducing the logistic cost from 16% to 10%. He stressed on imbibing techniques to save environment and create better infrastructure without compromising quality. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has said that the state government would apply the same principle of getting the people's consent in solving the boundary dispute with Assam in its second phase. Speaking at a party's block-level meeting yesterday at Mukhla, Sangma said this was the principle accepted and applied by the government during the first phase to resolve the 6 areas of differences with Assam. Sangma said that in the last 4.5 years, this government has taken decision for the people like never before. This government will not shy away from resolving the interstate boundary dispute, he added.
Our commitment is fully there. We will not ever leave our people. I can assure you. We do not leave them in the first phase. We're not leaving them now. Unless people say we want to leave, then we cannot stop. But if people of that area say we want to be with Meghalaya, we will bring you to Meghalaya. Don't worry about that. So we'll try our best. We will do our best. You have to give us some time to work on it. Okay. Yes, sir. It's not very simple because a lot of work is to be done. And the small area of this Karbi area, there will be a bit of a problem. I have to see how to resolve it. Because, where will they go? Because we cannot have one island of Assam there in the middle of nowhere.
State Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Banteidor Lingdor has defended the decision of the state government to lifting of ban on chemical fertilizers. Speaking at a program to spread awareness about the government's decision to lift the ban at Mukathen village near Smith on Monday, the minister said that the government lifted the ban in the interest of the farmers of the state. According to him, the previous government in 2014 banned the use of fertilizers without discussing with the farmers. The lifting of the ban on fertilizers will help the farmers to increase their yield and income. However, he also urged the people to adopt organic farming and it should not be discouraged.
Pagbangan itu ipi telah sofa telah jenjan dari senam. Terkejong nak kalian jong kalian persya idon kam kalian persya ban keren ki ibro andre piliban godi pe in ground reality kay kebaca menta. Ikan mo ginawrap kajing jenjan. Kajingwan jong dawai subo biang kan mo kajingrap iki nak benta bikin yo ban pendap penbiang ya kayeng kesem kejongki haga kamai kaji kejongki haga jingya lenti kejongki kumu ban em. Tendrai mentangan itu pi dari jinggon ra biang yang ni kadawai subo kandai jingkerku dapat tagi nomrap jongi.
Nationalist Congress Party NCP legislator from Gambagre Saleng Marak has said that it is the nature and the duty of the opposition to criticize the ruling dispensation. Speaking to reporters in Shillong, the MLA said that right now AITC is playing the role of an active opposition in Meghalaya. referring to AITC's frequent attacks on the Conrad Sangma-led MDA government over the issue of corruption. The NCP leader said that the AITC is trying to create a platform for the party's candidates who will be contesting the 2023 elections. Sangma also said that nobody, not even the AITC, can pinpoint that the MDA government is corrupt.
Corruption is everywhere. Now we have to, look at which are the area where the corruption is more. Maybe we cannot, fully control the corruption, but at least we can reduce the corruption, by attending to those areas where the corruption is more rampant, you can say. So they just cannot say that, they just cannot pinpoint that MD government is the only one who is corrupted. They have to look back what they have done before also. So that way, I think you just cannot pinpoint at everybody, or only with the MD government.
Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia on Tuesday said that the civil aviation sector in the country is witnessing the paradigm revolution in terms of numbers of airports and fleet of aircraft. He said that Indian aviation sector has attained the pre-COVID level of air travellers per day, which was over 4 lakh then, and is now closely competing with Indian Railways in the air conditioner segment of travelling. Scindia was delivering the keynote address at the CEO's roundtable discussions on the roadmap for robust growth over next decade in New Delhi. He stated that with the entry of Akasa Airlines and the expected revamp of Jet Airways, aviation sector is going to touch the phenomenal growth curve this fiscal. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today attended the annual Bedingklam Festival of Sengrai Mukhla, the last Bedingklam of the session. In the morning, the Thingkain Kong was performed at Yung Blai Yung Langdo, followed by Cho Tindai with Deng Waliar, U Langdo and other elder members who offered ritual for the Aim Klam and Ram Shalong. Later in the day, the festival concluded at Biar in the presence of Chief Minister. He was accompanied by MLA Jirang Sostenus Sotun, along with Joai MLA Wailat Miki Shilla, JHDC CEM Thombor Shivat and others. The festival witnessed the participation of the Nyamtre believers from Mukhla village and nearby localities.
And therefore today it gives me extreme pleasure and joy and happiness to be here amongst all of you, to be able to celebrate the Bedingklam Festival, to be here to celebrate our culture, to celebrate the faith, and to celebrate the identity of the people of our state. I'm happy to announce that along with the Honorable MLA, by Wailat Miki Shilla, we will ensure that this place is renovated and necessary funds will be given to improve and to renovate this place of worship.
The Meghalaya Electricity Corporation management has warned the general public against fraud messages being circulated in the social media regarding disconnection of electricity because of non-payment of previous month's bill from tonight. The Public Relations Officer MEECL Shillong in a statement said MEECL MEPDCL does not issue such messages and urged the public to ignore such phishing messages and not to give details of their bank account or KYC, etc. And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 26.1 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 18.9 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 72%, while in the evening it stood at 93%. No rainfall was recorded. The forecast, light to moderate rain, is very likely to occur at most places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And that's a wrap of today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here, it's wishing you good night.